Hi there and welcome to the Dawn Show. Dawn Stensland-Menti here. So today, ladies, it's all about fashion, and more fashion with my very special guest, Kristen Haskins Sims, founder and fashion designer. Kristen, fashion designer of Chrissy. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. This is great.
So you started out, your story, your journey is so interesting because you started out, you're an art teacher, an adjunct professor with college kids.
Yes.
Take me back.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Well, it started, I was an adjunct at university, well, a visiting professor at University of Connecticut in stores, and I was also starting my own boutique graphic design firm and simultaneously. And then I taught at many colleges and universities, UPenn, Tyler, as an adjunct, because I figured I needed to work part-time if I'm really serious about starting my own firm. And I had clients from, gosh, from the state of Pennsylvania to small businesses, and then I was teaching, and I just couldn't understand why the students didn't know a lot about their history. Like I said, why don't you know these certain facts? You don't even know who these figures are. Somebody thought Angela Davis was Angie Stone, the singer. And I said, come on.
So you turned to fashion.
Right.
You used fashion in the beginning to educate.
Yes, because I didn't know anything about sewing. I used, I said, well, I'm a graphic designer. I wanted to make T-shirts. So I made a line of T-shirts called Strange Fruit using fashion to educate about history. So they were almost like fashion cheat sheets. And so you might have Martin Luther King, written all over the shirt.
So like the I have a dream speech or something.
And so it's like, well, wait a minute, how did that go? Let freedom ring. Oh, look down at the shirt. So, so they were like their own little cheat sheets in a way. And I first was covering the civil rights movement, and I actually got to meet Angela Davis. So it was really fantastic. And I asked her if I could use her image, and she said, of course, I'm still a socialist at heart, so why not? And
Nice.
so at least people will know that Angela Davis is not Angie Stone, the R&B singer.
So we're going to talk about some of your fashions, but I want to give a little fun background that you were on Project Runway.
Yes, I was.
How was that?
Oh God, it was terrible. I mean, for me, because I was new. I didn't know what I was doing, and my foray into fashion, I had a graphic design background, so I did not know all the ins and outs of fashion and how to create a piece, from scratch in that kind of time.
You had way bigger hair when you were on the show.
Oh God, yes. Oh yes. Well, that's my hair normally. Yes. I just
Without
figured
the
today,
blowout.
let me tame it out. So yeah.
And here's some of your fashions that you had on the
yes,
show.
Yes.
How
yes,
was Heidi
indeed.
Klum?
Heidi Klum was great. I mean, she had her game face. She was, trying to be all scary like designers. And then she'd have these pauses. Like that's what was so funny. Like they would wait. It felt like 10 minutes. It felt like 30 minutes. It's like you are, and then it'd be another pause. And I'm like, oh my God. So what is she going to do? What is she saying? But it was kind of funny to see. And then, in her ears, she would say some, like some German. I'm like, what is she talking about?
Oh, no.
On our breaks. So what is she saying? So we didn't know what she was saying. But one of our castmates, he used to do the best impression of her. But but she was great. She was very down to earth. I mean, she would steam her own clothes. She didn't have like a PA or assistant.
Okay. That's awesome.
Doing that. So she was she was great.
So you've moved on from Project Runway.
Yes.
You have your own line.
Yes, I do.
And take me through some of these designs. And I know we'll feature them throughout the show. And we have your beautiful model, Elise.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Let's start with this one on this side, because this was from the first collection. And the interesting thing about this, transitioning me from T-shirts to jackets, I created a whole mock version out of cargo pants where they just happened to end up, the pocket ended up on the back. So these are like some...
I love this huge pocket.
I never would have come up with this if I hadn't have done that experimentation with these pants. I mean, I love Army, I love military style dress, and so I just used all these old military style clothes and just deconstructed them. And yeah, so it's just a 3-pocket blazer. This is still the most popular piece in the collection. I don't really believe in trends. I just feel produce what people are demanding of me. So
It's classic.
if they like it, I'll keep making it. If they don't like it anymore, I'll stop making it. I mean,
But
it's
I
that
love all the
simple.
different, you have so many different fabrics going on. This is almost like a velvety feel. This
Yeah,
is-
and it's really the same fabric they use for military uniforms.
Okay.
And you know, I found a really great source actually in Pennsylvania. So you know,
Really?
go figure for some of these military fabrics, because that's what they source for the military uniforms. So. And then, you know, I love necklines. I don't know, maybe because I'm a Taurus. I love like necks and cowlicks. And this was another like favorite piece, and just the subtlety of the zipper going at an angle. And again, like it just ended up that way because I make a lot of mistakes when I design and create clothes because I'm not classically trained. And actually, Tim Gunn thinks that's what makes my clothes unique, because he said you're more organic. Because I asked him, I said, I mean, should I go to school for this? You know, after the whole show, after I was off the show, I'm like, should I really go to school? He was like, no. He said an emphatic no. You should really focus.
Because you're
on,
a natural, so
yeah,
just
he
go
just said
for
that
it.
you know, just be, yeah. He's like, you're organic, and that's how you come up with your designs. That's you. That's what defines yourself. So,
Nice.
you know, so I translated this into a jacket, which you saw in the clip.
Yes.
She was wearing a brown version of that. That was
But I
so
love this poofy.
And yeah. So I modified it so that this is really, you know, it's a hood too. So
And
if
look
you
at this huge pocket.
Yeah, this huge
This
pocket.
is great for everybody, especially but if you're the mom. You know,
Yes,
these are,
and
this
that's
is a mom
exactly who
coat.
it's for. Like a woman on the go, a woman who has, you know, kids. I have a son, and I always lose my keys, my phone. I'm like, where are they? And I want to reach into my bag. So you can just put it in here. And there's regular pockets too.
I love
but this
this
is one of
fabric.
the, yeah, it's a great fabric. It's waterproof. It's from Seattle. It's called Silkara. So it looks like silk. And,
Gorgeous.
But
And that's the
it
Chrissy
travels
line.
well. And that's the Chrissy line. And then
Let's take a quick break
Okay, let's
because
take
we'll
a quick
get
break.
Elise, your model, coming in, and
yeah.
when we come
Hi,
right back
Elise,
and talk
yeah.
more about fashion with Kristen when the Dawn Show continues.